Oh, and there we go. Welcome back, everyone. So, believe it or not, I am actually going to be setting myself a bit of a funky challenge this time. No. You see, if we check here, I currently get 4.18 megawatts. The challenge is a little more complex than that. When I say the swarm powers all, I mean only the swarm powers all. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. uh, So, yeah. I'll leave those two burners active for a little bit longer while I make sure I get the rest of this set up. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna need so much efficiency. Alright. What is my current... Okay, Mecha Core, then verticality. Oh, that's right, the problem is the ray transmission requires yellows, and I believe Solar Cell Life also needs yellows. And I'm also researching... yeah, crystal smelting, energy storage. Alright. Yeah. I'm gonna warn y'all now, this is probably gonna be a bit of a slower playthrough because, I've decided to challenge myself for no particular reason. Hi. Hey. Not sure how best to refer to you. We'll just go with LGG for now, unless you mention somewhere. Anyway, structure matrix. I need high strength crystal. Ooh. Cashmere crystal? Cashmere crystal is how I'm going to pronounce that one. Leg. By the power of Australia, I dub thee leg. Because if the laws of mathematics have no sway over the laws of Australia, then the laws of linguistics have no sway. Oh, jeez. Actually, one thing I'm actually going to do first, real fast, go to the sound mixer, and I'm actually going to turn down Dyson Sphere Program because it is actually really distracting. There shouldn't be any too many issues on your end because I also boosted the desktop audio. Let's see, where the crap was I even? Oh, interesting. This research is pure reds. That's actually kind of neat. Yeah, I'm really gonna want those. Yes, I set up the swarm at the end of well, not yesterday, but last time is when I set it up. That was really my cutoff point. Oh dang! Careful, leg. Soda and PCs do not like each other. This is a sad day. All right. Hopefully, actually. There's a possibility that this might actually even speed up my playthrough just because it's going to become more focused. Oh yeah, and then there's all my wind turbines everywhere that I'm going to have get rid of. Oh yeah, it doesn't take a while. Especially if I really wanted to enforce the challenge now. I think I'll abstain for a little bit longer, at least until I can. Well, nah. Well, no. We'll wait until I have the accumulator, because, well, otherwise we're just going to be staring at nothing for half the time. And that doesn't seem useful. Winter's up, huh? Okay. Okay. So it's probably just letting me know of the point of time, of the parts of the planet that will be switching to winter, or maybe possibly are in winter. Just because maybe we'll get less light. Oh yes. That is exactly right. Where are the poles? There are the poles. Oh, I suppose if I really wanted to find the poles, I would look for coal land, but whatever. That's a terrible joke. Yeah. So, I think what I'll do first is just run the power line out, because, well, that's the important part here. Oh wait, let me go back to the settings, go back to gameplay, switch it back to third person, just so that I can be walking around and placing a bit easier. Yeah, like this. Geez, I hope this is actually going to be enough. Yeah, true. Oh, I just don't have the materials to make more on hand. And yeah, I'm a little ways away from the pole. Mecha mode. True. Not the center of rotation. Yep, accumulators are actually happening right after the vertical upgrade. So yeah, that'll go well. What am I out of? I'm probably out of motors, I believe. Yeah, unfortunately, I am kind of forced to make. There we go. Kind of forced to make to get the diamond upgrade first, and I'm personally just kind of picking the thing. Oh, what's the word? I don't even know anymore. I suppose one thing I probably could do is put down 2 receivers, one at each pole. Since I don't think I'm at the point where I'm actually running into efficiency issues where the receiver can't pull enough, that would just end up being a straight upgrade, right? Yeah, basically just because it would possibly mean that I'd be able to collect solar twice as often. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. Oh, okay. These wireless power towers can actually actually connect to regular towers with their increased distance. Heck yeah.
You built a wireless power tower, which is suitable with long-distance power transmission caused by its longer connection distance. What's exciting is that it can also charge mecha by using electricity from the grid.
Oh, good. Alright, so yeah, here's that. Plus, I can totally destroy my power grid now. Yeah. Oh boy. I already managed to... There we go. Let's dump in the energetic graphite. I don't know why I tried double tapping space as a method to sort my inventory. Just figuring out how that works. Yeah, so now I have even more mecha charge, so nice. Ah, handy. I'm fully charged now. Ah. Curses. Alright, receiver, that's currently not producing anything from it. There's no problem. Well, actually, no, what I want to do first... Oh, dang. Oh, because it's constant red production. Darn. Oh, wait, no. Can siphon 5 from there, and that'll at least get something. Plus, they'll be passing by that wireless tower again anyway, so... It's crazy how fast you can actually go through power. Oh, okay. Looking at the map weird. Okay. Oh, that's right, it's under Dyson Sphere Program, not power. Oh wow, yeah, strength 100%. And apparently the efficiency goes up. And the max output for continuous reception. I guess to kind of incentivize smarter placement rather than just spamming them. Okay, basic generation 5 megawatts. Okay, yeah, so max output 5.3 megawatts, and currently it's capable of outputting 6 megawatts. If I'm reading all of this correctly, which who knows. Time to charge the Mac. Oh, it's faster than charging up a Tesla, with probably vastly faster recharge rate, just straight up. Video games. Interesting. It's actually just based on a percentage, because from my understanding, it's you have the maximum output power which can go kind of down. Oh wow, holy crap, plus 2 layers for labs? Holy crap, I thought that was just plus 1. Jeez.
You have unlocked the vertical construction technology. When building facilities such as Matrix Lab, storage, and storage tank, you can try to build them vertically to make more efficiency use of space.
But yeah, I didn't realize it was, it doesn't seem like it's, what's the word? Percentage based. It seems like I just straight up have the amount, the max output, which is not the amount the max energy it can pull from the swarm. It's the max energy it can output. So you actually basically have to reverse it from the efficiency to get how much energy it can actually get, I think. Either way, I definitely think that I benefit from having a second receiver at the other pole. Probably South Pole. Yeah, South Pole. But no. Okay. The South Pole is the one that I have, and the North Pole is the one that I need. Alright. But either way, just attaching myself to the North Pole as well, I think should help both, well, just in general, just getting more. It'd be nice if I could set up like a geosynchronous mirror or something. But either way, we'll just kind of have to put stuff to the test. Fair enough. But I also kind of have the kind of weird feeling that that there might be some weird bugs regarding that's just not gotten that's not really gotten noticed because it's such a complicated system. No one's noticed that it's got some quirks to it. Again, they are actually really heavily building on this, and I'm sure by the Chinese New Year, we should be good. Also, solar panels. I might. I think I might let those be allowed. Alright, so to craft those, I'm going to need green diamonds, which are made out of, crystallized silicon. Okay, wow. Yeah. Okay, that's actually not too bad to make. And then, okay, just 2 recipes to make diamonds. Yeah, I think I'll allow solar panels, with the understanding that I won't try to rely on them. That they'll be my, I don't know. You know, if I ever end up having issues with the swarm, I can at least get some power out. Not just shut down like most of my grid, though. Anyway, what is pulling me up? The iron ingots. Yes. Where do I mine those? I mine those over here. Whoosh. Oh wow. I wonder if I can actually store those. Yeah, stack those. Yes, I can. Nice. Okay, so I want to craft 6. Yeah, I actually really like it because it's a very easy way, without having to rebalance everything, of just, bam, here's more storage. You know, we haven't, like, produced a magical storage container that can somehow hold more in the same amount of space. We just put another one on top of it, and the system's engineered to allow that. Alright. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh man. The tower just gets crazier and crazier every time. I love it. Let's see. So, hydrogen, definitely an issue. Computer circuits are looking like they're going to be an issue. Yeah, those aren't being pulled fast enough. What is the full rate of these? Oh, okay. 3 trips per second per grid. So that is traveling 2 grid spots. So we'll get to that 1.5. Let's see. So hold on. Just gonna open a calculator. So 60 seconds divided by 1.5. So that's about 40. So no, this one sorter is not quite enough. So I am actually justified in setting that up. It's been a while since I've had to do that kind of math. Pretty much the only other time that I can think of where I really have to be doing that kind of math, that I actually have to bust out a calculator for and write stuff down, because I'm one of those people that almost always just does math in their head, even if it's kind of actively detrimental to do so. But yeah, this is one of the few times that I've actually had to pull that out. Yes, my research speed is too slow. Why? Because of hydrogen, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to revamp my hydrogen. I have a recipe for this, don't I? Oh, jeez. The episode was 125. Was 4 days ago, and I'm already forgetting so much. Oh no. Okay, no, that'd be X-ray cracking, I think. Yeah. Crap. Okay, well, definitely get X-ray cracking, I guess. Ugh. Replicator speed, that's not really too much of an issue at this point. Huh. Satellite power distribution. In that case, why not just, basically put the ray receivers in orbit too? Make it a little bit more efficient. Oh, one thing that I'm actually not quite sure about. It mentions it consumes the graviton lens. Does that mean the graviton lens is consumable, or it's consumed as an upgrade item? Like, yeah, is it consumed as fuel, or is it consumed as a one-off upgrade? I'm not entirely sure about that. Ooh, okay. We'll include those too, I guess. Oh, jeez. It's always kind of the problem of just, man, there is so much cool stuff. I want to research it all, but oh wait, that's right. I'm currently bottlenecked on my research at the moment. Shoot. Okay, so this is producing 2 per second. This recipe consumes 2. Okay. So if I'm understanding this right, yeah. Ah, okay, so the graviton lenses do get consumed as fuel. Ah, thank you for the follow, Blue. But yeah. I was kind of commenting about how if you have a satellite receiver that just acts like it's super powerful, why not just go a step further and put the ray receiver into orbit too? But there's all sorts of weirdness on that. There we go. Yeah. Oh, good. The fuel line does seem to be backing up, which is actually a really great sign, because it also basically means that these thermal power stations aren't doing a whole lot. In fact, I'll just load that up in my burner slot. Don't tell anyone that this mecha is powered by fossil fuels. Well, this isn't even like supposed to be like a no fossil fuels, because I'm going to be getting rid of the wind turbines once I have my base established enough to actually be able to do that properly. So I don't know. Oh wait, I should probably set up another ray receiver, shouldn't I? More high purity silicon and some more of these super magnetic rings. That's what I need. Now, I am actually just straight up producing high purity silicon. Awesome. Past Pally is awesome. He set up fun stuff for future Pally to work on. Alright, well, time to run a power line. And I'm getting a bit of soil too, I guess. There. Huh. That actually is interesting, and I'd actually be interested in seeing a setup like that of just producing far more power than the Dyson Sphere could make by, I guess, burning all of the hydrogen. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll just go and plop this down now. And produce some of these Super Tesla towers, the wireless towers. Probably just because it is kind of nice to have access to a fuel to power. Oh, that's cool. It even has expanded range to objects too. These towers are awesome. They're like double range, and they can charge me. I think pretty much the only downside is that they do technically consume 90 kilowatts of power. Whereas the Tesla towers, I think, the Tesla towers operate for free. These operate for 90, and can consume way more than that when they're charging you, but that's because they're charging you, yeah. Awesome. Dang, as soon as I can actually get accumulators going then, we are good to go. Oh, so satisfying. Alright, cool. Next order of business, I believe, has to be getting more hydrogen into the system. Oh boy. I think I've kind of rammed maybe a bit too much into too small a space, but... Well, I'm gonna have to just figure it out then. Because, yeah, I know that I can support two more oil refineries at my current extraction rate. And while I'm at it, I'm just going to preemptively put that down because I just know that that's going to become an issue eventually. Yeah, because I'm getting two per second, and these do the recipe 4 times, once every 4 seconds, and consume 2. So, you know, math actually works out really easily on that one. I could support 4 refineries doing this. Oh, this is going to be hideous, but I have an idea. Let me just kind of do some cleanup. And in fact, I'm actually going to switch myself back to God mode. Because God mode is actually kind of nice. Also, if there was any visual tearing a couple days ago, I do apologize for that. I actually forgot to turn on VSync. Or maybe I even turned it off. If I did turn it off, you can blame Minecraft for that. Like, actually. But, alright, so we just built those, and then we select the only recipe available to me at the moment. Because of the extra download. Yeah, fair enough. There we go. Yeah, and after the stream is over, I'm actually going to probably try to spend a little time doing some light editing on the episode from a couple days ago. I think mainly it'll just be kind of editing out the pauses when I went to go make myself some food. And then post that to YouTube and see if that does anything of note. Because yeah, one of the things that I've wanted to do is actually properly get videos up, VODs on YouTube, because, well, I feel like that would be really, really useful, to be honest. Both for me and for you. For me, because... Oh, shoot. Crap. Okay, that would be another feature that would actually be kind of nice that I might... that maybe I'm just being blind and there's, like, actually a feature for, of just pulling stuff off the belts. Straight star map, communication, construction mode, mech move. Put the item back. Yeah. Yeah, one thing that's actually kind of interesting is apparently, at least according to Steam, yeah, 32 FPS. I guess because it's detecting that it's taking so long, it wouldn't be able to pull a 6. Yeah. Yeah. Well, because like I've started editing a couple of them, and I get like a few minutes into it, and I'm like, I have no idea where to even start. Like the idea is that I'm pulling something, that I'm taking stuff out of it to, condense it slightly, but that's not quite going to plan. Oh wait, I'm going to have one more. There we go. Oh man. Cool. So now this is actually consuming oil at a pretty hefty rate. Oh, this is going to be ugly, but this is how it's happening. This is how it happens. It cannot be stopped. Oh, that is hideous, but I love it. Yeah, that's always an option of just dumping them direct onto YouTube. I do feel a bit iffy about doing that, but yeah, if that's what it takes. Because currently I've got, I want to say, a full terabyte? No, it's nowhere near that big. It's only a quarter terabyte of all the videos I've recorded. So, Space Engineers, Subnautica, Fortress Craft Evolved, Minecraft, all this crap. Alright, cool. So, hopefully, hopefully thanks to this abomination I've created, you know, this actually doesn't look as bad. What is with this game and making my horrible designs look kinda decent? The devs don't know this, but they're encouraging me. Oh yeah, that's right. I thought they ended up taking out the video editor from Blender because, or no, was it the game engine they took out? Either way, basically it was kind of an unsupported thing. The software I'm currently toying around with is KDEN Live, which is part of the KDE project. Okay, yeah, that's right. It pops up the FPS whenever it starts to dip too low. Yeah. Well, because basically the thing was that the game engine was just kind of a bit of a prototype thing. And so it was never really worked on a whole lot. It just kind of was. Oh, you know what I'm totally gonna need though? I know this is probably way too soon to really be doing this, just because I'm having supply issues with the hydrogen, but speaking of, how's my power grid? Surprisingly, actually still good. Why? Oh. Oh, snap. Oh. Okay, that would be something that I'd kind of like, but I can also kind of understand why it's not a thing, is from the planet view, being able to open up machines. I can kind of get why they don't, because I think they'd have to basically write a separate GUI system to handle it, so that I can't still just, transfer stuff. But I would actually be really curious. And I don't want to fly over there because that's a huge waste of energy. But, if nothing else, I am actually producing a decent-ish amount of, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Like, I suppose it could make sense to get behind research, but, yeah. Just because, quality of life thing. I'd imagine maybe it, just be tied into some, maybe not interstellar power, but like interplanetary logistics, or just some stuff. The idea basically being is that now you have the tech, you've set up the infrastructure. True. If they just put it there, then then it'd be really easy to just tie into one of these things, like maybe a mecha core, or maybe universe exploration. Yeah, fair enough. want these upgrades too, but I just my research. I have to prioritize, and I don't like it. Good news, though, is that things should be improving. Oh wow, I'm actually losing a bit on satisfaction. Barely holding on. Yeah. Well, the problem with me just sitting around and researching everything is that means that it's just a stream of, well, me pointing the camera like this, muting myself, and then going off to make some, I don't know, make some dinner, get a nap in, write a best-selling novel. And I don't think that'd really be an entertaining stream. I suppose that's probably one of the biggest things is that in a lot of other games, action happens literally at the rate you perform the action. Also, speaking of action happening as you perform it, I've played around with a couple CK2 mods and been experimenting with a Princess of Darkness run. I'm still getting used to it, and one of the mods is apparently dependent on having all the DLC, but I loaded it anyway, and it seems to be half working, and I don't understand it. Oh hey, I'm holding on to a hydrogen. Oh man. I should give my laboratory that hydrogen. Another thing I kind of sort of like would be inventory sorting. Or heck, mainly just, collapsing it down. Ah, I can now smelt crystals. Can I do that from my pocket? Ah, okay. For some reason I thought that I clicked that and it just shoved it to the side or something. Alright, carry on. Made in the smelting facility. Yeah, oops, I was a dumb. Some glass, definitely more silicon. I'm probably going to want to automate producing the silicon crystals. Sure, why not? My base isn't cramped enough yet. I get the feeling that this is going to screw me over in the future. But you know what? It's happening now. Alright, so that'll be that. And I'm going to go ahead and get diamond production up and running. Which, thankfully, I actually have a lot of space to do it with. Too much space. Time to play something really weirdly. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'm not even limited to this planet. Alright. Let's see, I believe it takes 32 diamonds to craft a set of diamond armor for my mecha. I wonder what these diamonds will be used for in the future. Like, I presume quite a bit, but they're definitely not used for the accumulator. Oh wow, I can store quite a bit. Interstellar power transmission. Huh. The power conversion facility. That makes it sound like you actually feed it accumulators, and it charges and discharges them. And then, like, what? I guess you use the interplanetary logistics to transfer it. Oh, that. I think that might actually be it. That sounds simultaneously horrifying and amazing. Yeah. Dyson Sphere Program came out. Well, entered early access and was released to Steam last week. Neat. That is actually a pretty interesting idea. How that little drone manages to carry that very, very full battery and not suffer any incidents whatsoever is beyond me. I can imagine that there'd be quite a bit of interesting modding potential with this game. I actually really hope that they have that they end up having some support for custom buildings and custom mechanics. Because I definitely think there'd be a lot that you could do with this. Yeah, okay, wow. Well, I'll have to try that once I can start building accumulators of my own. Yeah. Oh, man. Just speaking of planetary annihilation, I imagine there's all sorts of crazy crap that you could pull there. Like, just straight up, like, planetary disassembly. Or if there's a particularly garbage planet that you just want gone, you can either adjust its orbit to chuck it out of the solar system, or deorbit it to get it chucked into the sun. Come to think of it, just the ability to just modify the orbits of planets would actually be kind of cool. Yes. Yeah, it'll only take excess power. I imagine that they work like the Factorio ones, which, to be fair, is probably the more sane solution. Oh no, my factory is out of power because the batteries are charging. So I can only get 5 megawatts out of the swarm here at the moment. Just because there's nothing left of them. Because apparently there's 142 in orbit right now. I don't know. Maintaining 5 megawatts is going to be kind of fine. Oh, no, only if we assume there's only one. Yeah, I'm going to build another giant cannon. Oh, wait, what do you know? I actually have enough. Oh, jeez. I wasn't even expecting to be able to do this. Alliance go. Alright. Now I've got 2 of these things. In fact, I'm actually just going to set this storage. Ah, yeah. Yeah, ring worlds and space elevators. There's a lot of cool room for cool stuff. There we go. This may end up being a mistake, I guess. You know, just building up a huge supply of these solar sails, but screw it. Oh yes, I should make sure that I pick up these green crystals and the diamonds. Oh man, I have 109 diamonds. I can make 5 suits of diamond armor. Or maybe 4 and just shy of 5. I don't know. Okay, well, research is actually kind of progressing at a decent-ish clip now. At least I can kind of keep 3 of these on at a time. I'm actually going to dequeue that and then requeue it at the end so that I can prioritize the X-ray crafting first. Because that'll A, give me something to do with all of this fuel, and B, allow me to actually slightly increase my my hydrogen supply. If I wanted to do hydrogen fuel rods and yeah, I'm actually kind of curious what this accelerant is going to end up being like. If it's going to be like an accelerator module, or if it's they mean accelerant like rocket accelerant. Hard to say. Oh yeah. Yeah, multiplayer could also be kind of interesting. I have no idea if that's planned to be a thing. Although if there is multiplayer, then somebody's just basically going to make a full-on planetary annihilation mod. Because, well, what's the most devastating weapon that I could throw at your factory? How about the moon? Oh. Interesting. Alright, so the biome is tropical or winter times and stuff. Interesting. But yeah, I can tell you this. My factory right now is consuming 20 megawatts. We'll round it up. I'm only producing 5. Oh, no, 6.93. Yeah. Let's see. I do kind of think that I should get rid of these at some point. Sooner rather than later. But at the same time, these combined are about like what 4 point something megawatts, which is actually a rather large contributor to the reason my system works at all. I'm gonna have to start shooting a lot more into orbit. In fact, I'm probably going to want to build 2 more of these railguns. Just to get it work, just so that I can hopefully by the end get a full 20 megawatts out of it. Will I be able to manage that? Who knows? Oh, no solar cells and also no power. It's just kind of... dang. That's right. Yeah, I think the problem is that I'm just not going to be able to put the wireless power towers because their zones are too small. Yeah. There we go. Alright, so I'll be wanting to put down one more. Ugh, man. And then I'll be wanting to make 2 more of these ray receivers, just to have a chance of powering my facility just off of it. Oh, geez, this is a terrible idea. Why am I doing this? Oh, it's happening. Alright, this swarm should start to actually be a lot more effective now. Okay, super mag ring. Yeah, although there'd be some more advanced math where you'd actually have to plug in the details about orientation on the planet and the orbit cycle of the planet, just because these things have a few specific times at which they're allowed to fire. Eh? Oh, that one's hit its pitch limit, and now these have hit their pitch limit. Yeah, because they can't like point straight up. Alright, so swarm is now up to 8.65, which is pretty good. If it is sounding distorted, then that is not good. I'm gonna have to try to see if that shows up on the video too, and try to just diagnose it. Weird. Yeah, I get the feeling I'm definitely going to need to enhance my production of these things. Ah, okay. Just Twitch weirdness. Oh, hey. Nice. 2 of the guns are active again. The 3rd one just activated. Nice. These are very good. Oh yeah, I guess part of the reason why it's taking a while for this to cap itself back up is because I'm now constantly producing the solar cells. Cool. Not enough supermagnetic rings. Okay, that should be enough for one. And then I just have to wait for these to... Oh boy. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. But it was also kind of a shame because, you know, I've got some refined oil and hydrogen fuel rods and such that I'm not actually going to be able to use. We'll head to whatever pole this is. North, I think? North, I believe. No. This is going to be the south pole. Ah, nice. Up to 11.2 megawatts. And that number is actually going to go up a little bit because we haven't quite reached capacity where the solar cells are dying as fast as they're being as fast as they're being shot up. There. Oh wow! Holy crap! I forgot about the continuous receiving bonus. Wow. 58% and a max output of 12.5 megawatts. Holy crap. So if their continuous receiving bonus is maxed out, then I could totally have I could totally just get away with 2 ray receivers as long as I can make sure that they always have their continuous receiving bonus active, which, I mean, they're solar, they're not. Unless, progress will drop rapidly if no rays received, alright, because, I don't know, I suppose if the bonus drops slowly enough, then I'd actually be fine. But I'm not entirely sure, actually. Yeah. I don't get it. I'm not sure either way. But all I know is, holy crap, these things are better than I thought. Whatever, I'm heading back. Gonna be able to get accumulators going soon. Man, these EM guns look awesome. Alright. Well, either way. Although, yeah, that is something I'm really going to have to think about. Dry. I'm actually just going to have to put it a little ways away. Oh, you're kidding me. Ta-da! Alright, so, drop everything. Put down 2? Alright, 2 accumulators. Alright, so I think I now have accumulators. Let's just slap them down haphazardly right there where they're in the way of everything. Yeah, I do kind of like how they separate consumption and charge, and generation and discharge. Because that is something that sometimes trips me up a little bit when I'm doing Factorio. No, charging these things, I'm still not overdoing. Because yeah, one thing to notice that the accumulators can each only deliver 0.6 megawatts each. So if I want my entire base to function under blackout conditions, well, it'd be 20 divided by 0.6. I'm going to need 34 of them. 34 accumulators if I wanted to have enough to have my base run continuously and fully, even in total blackout. Oof. If we have X-rays next, then I'm doing high efficiency logistics system for whatever reason. Because it interested me. And yeah, storage mark 2 even faster. Even faster belts too. And then titanium smelting after that. Just because I've got some titanium, and figure I might as well start mining that. And then polymer chemical engineering, high strength crystal, structure matrix. Structure matrix also needs diamonds. Titanium crystal requires, oh, yeah, it'll require titanium. Neat. 34 to keep it running. That is a good question. The answer is at least 2 minutes. Oh, no, okay. Let's see, so 90 megajoules. So that's 150 times the rate, so 150 seconds. So 2.5 minutes is how long my base could survive a total blackout. That does not look like a safe way to store electricity, but what do I know? Yeah, I was mainly just kind of pointing that out as a here's what it would take just for pure bandwidth. Storage is going to be another thing entirely, so I'm going to need to be building a lot more. And crap. Yeah, discharging pretty fast now. Darn it. Although I am noticing my coal refinery is slowed down a bit. Dang it, I just finished fully charging these things and they're already discharging. That was fully charged for what, like a couple minutes? Maybe a minute? Ugh. I'm presuming what happened was one of my ray receivers dropped off, so it lost its efficiency bonus. Alright. I require more of these accumulators. My goodness. Oh, okay, and we're back to charging again. Yeah. The assemblers have tiers, the belts have tiers, your item logistics seem to have tiers. But yeah. I suppose like a lab 2.0 would kind of defeat the purpose of the whole vertical stacking, and honestly would not look nearly as cool. Yeah, at the very least, this means I'm going to be able to keep the machines going at full bore for a little while, because I'm currently charging it right now, and I have at least 2 minutes of 2 minutes of power right now. What? Something doesn't quite seem right. No. If everything went down, I'd have about 15 seconds of power, except for the fact that the accumulators can't discharge that fast. Yeah. I mean, like, on one hand, it is actually kind of cool to see, a field of oil plants. But, yeah, it would be kind of nice to, at the very least, have a way to speed them up. So if the accelerant thing ends up turning out to be some kind of thing to let us accelerate machines, that'd probably end up being really well received. One thing I think I will set up is I'm going to see if I can possibly... boy, this is probably going to be awkward. Okay, that right there's a no-go. Like, I could put it here, but I am actually really concerned about having starvation issues. But I guess only one way to actually find out. Because yeah, I'm at slightly over 2. I'm at 2.04 per second. So I wanted to kind of be able to get it. Yeah, holy crap. Yeah. Oh, status. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, I wonder if there's. I wonder well, I imagine it maybe like with fusion, with fission energy, because of the longer startup and stop times. That would make current generation be a bit slower to react compared to consumption demand. Because otherwise, yeah, these numbers are always going to be the same, because all the power generation I'm using is, well, it's fluctuating, is dynamic. Dynamic enough to do that, even though I guess in reality these thermal plants should have a bit of inertia to them. I don't know. Oh wow, almost 200 of those set up. Fire the cannons! Yeah. To 12 megawatts. Oh, interesting. Alright. Yeah, you can red slot things, but not like red slot specific slots, but just only allow the first X slots, which is fair enough. That's typically how you'd end up running that, so no harm, no foul, I guess. It would be kind of nice if there was some kind of, if there was an item storage, kind of like how you have the fluid storage, but just for items, so it's input directly from conveyors. I don't know, with a lot of items I'd like to be able to interact with them and pull them out as I please, like I can with these storages, but Speaking of, oh jeez, I did not account for that. Oh, I do have a few moments. Come on. Oh crap. We're off grid. Fix it. Haha. It works. There. And now I'm building up, gonna be building up a supply of magnets. Hopefully. Because at this point, I think probably one of the sanest things for me to do would be to start building up storages of just various things. Yeah. Dang, that actually kind of bugs me how I have this thing entirely covered, except for that. And there's not really any way that I'm going to be able to do that unless I just pull out a third miner, which I might do. I might honestly just do that. Oh, I think I'm still holding on to some. Yeah, I still have some iron ore on me for whatever reason. There we go. That going well along. Let the autosave kicking in. Oh, wait, yes. Yeah, I imagine that's going to be done in, yeah, there's the refining facility. Okay, so this is going to be probably kind of funky to pull off, but we'll give it a shot. Yeah. Yeah, I did note that it was possible to just straight up delete an item from existence. I need to come up with some kind of thing. It's just tricky because it will both take hydrogen and produce hydrogen. But either way, right about here would actually be the perfect spot to put it. Oh nice, I already happen to have some. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm actually going to want that one rotated specifically that way so it's easy for me to output to the thing. Thingamabobbers. Setting position. Down. Across. Screw it, give it priority. fact that it's... eh. Ah, okay. Interesting. 82, developer update 2. Or possibly developer update 11. Can never quite tell. Darn. What? Angle too wide. Oh, man. Trimming. There. It may be gross and unnatural, but it works. As soon as this research finishes, there we go. X-ray cracking. Okay, so the crunchy fuel can go out. Aha. Perfect. I'm only slightly surprised that worked. Oh, there we go. Bam. Now this thing will work perfectly. Like, I guess. Still, that is actually really functional now. You know, something else that just kind of occurred to me about the way I do my streams. My streams last for a really, really long time. I believe the magic number of people try to hit is like 30 to 40 minutes, like tops. Dang it. I am far too clumsy to be doing this. Oh well. Nothing broke at least. Nothing spilled. Oh, speaking of, what do we have? Ooh, 17 megabytes. That was a plate that I knocked over because I had a sandwich right before the stream started. Ah, yes, I'm causing starvation. Because this is pulling stuff out too fast. And I think if I really wanted to have this storage tank... Oh. I think they'll leave it hooked up. There we go. No. Oh. No, don't dismantle the storage tank. I just want to reconnect it. Yeah, port occupied. Yes, by this. Are you kidding me? Am I not allowed to? There we go. Finally. Alright, cool. This should work. Come on. Yeah, little did I know that attempting to capture the 0.4 meant that I went from processor 4 to processor 2. Which also explains why I was having such an easy time. Because the thing is that these things are pretty much a megawatt each. Like, it is ridiculous. But yeah, since half of them were turned off because they weren't doing anything. Yeah, they only pulled some 24 kilowatts. But as it is, my system is strangely enough folded. Like it's rapidly flickering between charging and discharging. Oh yes, I forgot. I set up another thermal power station right there to be burning oil because, well, I had oil over there and wanted to burn some of it. Yeah, so right now, 2, 4, 6, some 6.5 megawatts of my power grid comes from fossil fuels. I'm gonna have to put in a lot more work if I wanna transition to just the Swarm. Yeah. Oh yes. What lack of material? What am I missing? I have steel. I've got tons of steel. I've got the high purity silicon. I've got the photon combiners. I have the processors. Right? Do I have the processors? Yeah, no, okay. I'm missing the processors. Oh, yeah, I had no processors. Yeah, alright. Oh, hey. Nice. Anyway, so next up, oh yes, titanium smelting. Do I need anything weird on that? No? Okay, I can even do it in the replicator. That's amusing. Oh. Alright. See you around, Fellinger, and I'll try to get a VOD or whatever hooked up soon. Not entirely sure exactly how it's got that one going. I've got since I've got all these hooked up, so now I should hopefully actually be able to keep my base going at any given time. Nice. These buildings are now so tall I can't fly over them in flight mode. Dang. Looks like my stocks are quick to fall. Alright, smashing success. In fact, a little too smashing. I'm actually running into issues where this machine is jamming. Yeah. Yeah, stairs would certainly end up fixing that issue. Albeit possibly giving me new and exciting ones. Oh, I should check up on my, solar sales. Oh well, I still have, like 116 stock. Generation's going fine. Alright. Be nice to have titanium research up and going. Although, oh dang. Are there even any titanium veins here? No. That is going to be interesting, because I need titanium in order to make a structure matrix. Because I have to have diamonds and the high strength crystal, which is 3 titanium per. And otherwise it's, yeah, one of those, it won't matrix. Yikes. Yeah, alright, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to just smash up a bunch of rocks to make sure I can get enough titanium to keep myself going. Because I imagine, well, because once I can get to another planet, then at least I have, access to a titanium vein. In fact, what am I missing to be able to go to other planets? I believe it was like Drive Core 2? Drive Engine 2. Oh, okay, yeah. I very much need to get that because that'll let me visit other planets. Here, and I'm just...
The data shows this is a planet without natural titanium veins. Perhaps you can get some by collecting gravel. If you need a massive titanium collection, you need to find a planet rich with titanium veins as soon as possible.
Alright. Craft. Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. So I'm going to have to go interplanetary now. Like, I'm forced to at this point. In fact,
ahead and start scanning the other planets, because, yeah, there's a gas giant, so that's just hydrogen, which could be interesting for stuff. Ice field, okay, and it's got silicon too. Not a whole lot of coal or copper. It does, however, have fire ice. It has a water ocean. Wow, most of the planets available. What we got here? And then we have an ashen Gelisol? Gelisol? No ocean, so 100% of that zone. Low solar energy ratio, but a lot of silicon, titanium, stone, a lot of ore. And of course, these are just the planets that I can get to at Drive Engine 2. Once I get to Drive Engine 4, I can actually jump stars. That'll be cool. So yeah, let's see, should I head for Ursae Majoris 4 or 3? I'm gonna say 3, because I know that fire ice is useful for optimizing a couple of things. Oh man, that also means that I'm going to need to spec into interplanetary logistics relatively soon. Oh, really? Alright. Oh, okay. What? Oh, no. No? What? This... Oh, no, intraplanetary. I missed that. Okay. Yeah, I'd need to upgrade all the way to the interstellar logistics system. Yeah, the intraplanetary logistics system could still be useful, I guess. Sort of cargo stacking. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Bane's utilization. Yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. Really, I just need all of these. Like, all of them now. Okay, but the intraplanetary is limited due to lack of thruster tech, which is here. Wow. A reinforced thruster. Yeah, power the logistics vessel for interstellar. Oof. Alright, so that's where that's at. For now, let's just focus on the next challenge. The organic crystal. Because I'm going to have to automate that. I mean, like, I guess hand making it. Well, I guess, well, no, the organics recipe is not sustainable because I don't think there's anything that'll really auto-harvest, let alone there being like a full forestry system. I imagine it's pretty much just to burn through all the wood and stuff you've got. Am I even producing plastic? Have I neglected to make plastic? I might have. Hydrogen's actually doing really well with this new system, even though the system keeps jamming. So, Plastic, 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 plastic. Plastic. Ah. Made in the chem facility. Out of a combination of oil, this light oil stuff. I forget exactly what it's called again. Refined oil. And crunchy fuel. Oh, that'll at least give me use for the crunchy fuel. First off, let me see if I already happen to have a place where I'm producing that crap. No, actually, it doesn't look like it. Yeah. Alright. Time to set up another chem plant. Put those up for the heck of it. And then there. Oh wait, actually, I don't have to wait on this because I already have the recipe for making plastic. Oh wait. Yeah. There we go, trick cursor. I don't need that much foundation. Just enough to actually let me plant this building. Cool. Plastic production ahoy. What else is this? Oh wow, it's literally twice as fast. Ah. That and consumes twice as much power. I suppose at the end of the day, there is actually no harm in using the higher tier logistics. Because the higher energy consumption is kind of balanced up with the fact that it will go through it. Yeah, so now that's done. Where did I even get plastic from? Basic chemical engineering. Alright, I just never actually got around to setting that up for some reason. And to be honest, it's almost actually going to be kind of a shame because yeah, I won't be able to use fusion power or fission power. Is fission power a thing? I don't think so actually. Universe matrix. It's everything plus, what is that? Just an electron? Conversion mechanism. Photons can be inverted into antimatter and hydrogen. Oh. Oh, okay. Wait. Huh. Antimatter fuel rod. Huh. Where's the, where would be the tech? for the Dyson shells. Curious. Wave function interference. Plain filter. Crazy. Ah. Okay, small carrier rocket. Ah, high strength, lightweight structure is where I get the Dyson Sphere stuff. And then vertical launching system so that I can actually, launch it. And then a Dyson Sphere stress system. Which seems like it's going to be very, very complicated. Fill up on crunchy fuel again. I swear that happens way too fast. Alright, what else got plastic? Plastic, and then I'm gonna need to combine that with light fuel and water. I'm tempted to just set up another pump. So I'm not sure it would actually be worth it. Well, 300 kilowatts is a bit. Big. Well, I only have 22 conveyor belts at the moment, so either way, I really should stock up a bit more. Oh man. How high can my storages stack? Storage vertical construction layers 3. Nice. Oh yeah. Yeah, polymer chemical engineering. Heck yeah. Oh, okay, never mind. I see. They are physically bigger. Alright, well, so much for that. I'm just going to slap down another Storage Mark 1. But at least now in the future I'll be able to use a Storage Mark 3 for whatever material I end up doing. Probably like titanium or something, to be honest. Ah, yes. Okay, what is the estimate time to completion on that? Maybe 15 minutes. Maybe, because it flickers a lot. Due to my, mainly probably due to my wonky hydrogen production. Oh, there's some more oil right there. But do I really want to go for it? Oh well. I should probably scoop up all these trees and stuff. Trees and bushes. So that I can convert it into organic crystals in my magic chemical processor. And oh wow, okay, plastic's all the way up there. This will be interesting. Yep, and now I'm out of belt. Gonna have to go fetch more. Come to think of it, the problem that I was having, you know, the reason why I stopped this was just because I was running into issues with iron starvation, which we'll give it a try. We shall give it a try, and we'll see if I regret it, because holy crap, that has 60 slots. Alright, so literally double. And I think it's actually a little bit more than double the floor space. Like, I think the main part where you're winning on that is just the logistics getting a little easier. Oh, one more. And it connected there, did it? I don't get it. Weird. Why wouldn't it let me select that recipe? Ah, okay. I guess the organic recipe I can only do... No? Yeah. Why isn't that available right there? What am I missing? It's not saying... Yeah, the best I'm seeing is just replicator. Alright, so I think only I personally can actually do that recipe, which is a little weird, but okay. Oh geez, I did not realize that I just severed that. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know why or how that severed. Okay. Angle too wide. What do you mean, angle too wide? Alright, that point must be horizontal. Crap. It's not gonna let me. Okay, so... Wow, this gets to be a colossal pain because I actually have to route it all the way over here. And then do that. Alright. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Here, and then basically for the sake of getting some water into my inventory, I'll make a fish tank tower too. I just want to try to get, all this wood and stuff out of my inventory as fast as I possibly can. Yeah, the battle height system is cool though. You have to admit that. Okay, so now the problem is that I'm out of just plant fuel. I can acquire in kind of small quantities by that, but in slightly larger quantities by chopping down trees. Okay, yeah, and I also just kind of have the chance to get organic crystals off of it anyway. Yeah, I could do it one more time. Yeah, and the problem is, I go and chop more trees. So I see a slight flaw in my acquisition methods. But oh well. Yeah. Well, it's just... It's pretty much one of the only ways that I've got to actually be getting the plant fuel in high enough quantities. Although here's a patch that hasn't been scoured clean. Ah. Crap. Yeah, I hate it when that happens. Just sometimes it fails to path. And so you have to manually move yourself, which kind of breaks things. Alright, there we go. That's inventory a little cleaner. I'm sure I can get it a bit better too. Oh hey, the guns are firing. Yes, more plant. Plant. That's 1.2 oil per second. I'm not sure if this does the Factorio thing where, like, we'll slowly get less and less oil out of it. Not sure. Oh, what I do need to do is stop by the conveyor storage. Got it. Myself a stack and a half more conveyor belts now that I've got some 356. Yeah, that should be enough for me to get some stuff done properly. You know what? There. So nice having even just that one extra construction drone. Like, holy crap! I'm surprised that it's that good. Nice, and hopefully I'll be able to get that belt spot right there. Angle too wide. I don't know why the belts just always seem to be just kind of finicky. There we go. Plastic goes out. I'm going to scoop up the crunchy fuel so that I can start getting hydrogen back out of this stupid machine. Come on. Oh, it needs foundation support. Ah. Crap. No. Well. I can sit here and babysit for a moment. Yeah, I'm thinking there might not be enough room, but I think there might also be just enough room. So, there's only one way we're gonna find out. Heck yeah. Oh yeah, you see this? Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. Well, because I was looking at it, I'm like, I think I actually have just enough space. I actually have one extra square width. There, now this bolt can be as jammed as it darn well feels. And I'll be good. Up until the exact moment when this fills up with crunchy fuel, but that's besides the point. Besides, I can use the crunchy fuel. These things are still absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, so now I'm getting organic crystals, which can be burned. But, I have a better use for them. Oh jeez, I forgot. I kind of love it going. Oops. I'm going to take that sorter back. Yeah, got a decent amount of sulfuric acid. And a decent amount of water too, I guess. Got 117 solar cells. I do think I am actually kind of slipping behind in terms of that. So what I'm going to do is put a foundation there so that I can put another constructor machine. And I should get this to fit. Use solar tails. Aha. Just like that, I've doubled it, except the fact that, well, I think my nanocarbon production is able to keep up. Yeah, that looks fine. This stuff, what is this stuff? Photon combiners. Yeah, that cannot keep up. Why can that not keep up? Because it can't get enough of these. It can't get enough, glass. Crap. This will be a bit of an interesting challenge. Let's get get some more stone just so that I have foundation. Oh, this is horrid what I'm doing right here. This should be illegal, but it is going to work. Yes, it is going to work. Okay, phew. Select glass. Alright, so now that's weird because no, 22.5 per minute. And these are producing at 30 per minute. Oh, okay. Well, and those are like a 50% decrease. Whatever. It'll work now. Okay, but then I believe the photon combiners themselves aren't quite getting enough. Okay, so that's 15 operations per minute. So it'll go through 30 of these a minute. No, hold on. Does this operation 15 times a minute, which is 2 per, so that should be 30 a minute. How the crap is that working then? Because, oh, no, because that recipe produces 2. Oh, these weird numbers. Not getting to me. Perfect. Now I have almost kind of two of these machines automatically running. In fact, one thing that I feel would be prudent would be to put that onto a belt system. Oh nice, high strength crystal is now producible. Can I do that one by hand? No. No, wait, that's diamond. High strength crystal. I can do that one by hand. Man. This recipe only makes 1. And it's also a 1-to-1 ratio for the structure matrix. So I can make a total of 18. Yeah, because I've run out of titanium. Wow. These assembly machines, it's just so handy to have just a ton of them. Oh man, I have 100 silicon crystals. Heck yeah. And some steel. Let's get me some gears too. Because gears you're needed for all sorts of funky things. Speaking of funky things, power grid's holding stable. Dyson Sphere, Dyson Swarm is up to 21.6 megawatts of power. Which, if I actually could ensure that I'd be able to get all of it, would actually be enough to run this base full solar. Well, aside from the fact that I don't have nearly enough capacitors. Oh, what's the word? Accumulators. There we go. Capacitors. Like, kinda. Ah, nice. Ah, okay. There just kind of happens to be some weird dead zones, which I can resolve by putting it over here. It's out of the way, except it's not out of the way. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you're piercing that out of this. Also produce the sacred triangle. So I think that, yeah, that doesn't have any power. Grammy. Ah, I didn't live. Although I think at this point I'm really going to need a third smelter. Although I think 3 smelters should be enough to keep up with 2 prism makers, but I don't really have another spot. Like, well, I have a spot if I repurpose this smelter, which it's in the perfect position to do so. Then I'm no longer automatically producing this stone, which, to be fair, yeah. We'll switch. Oh wait, I'm out of sorters. Oops. There we go. Plenty of orders too. Perfect. It'd be nice if I could use this, but nope, I'm committing now. It's a really stupid idea, but I am. Purple broadband. Fiber optic cable. Yep, information matrix. Which actually won't be that much harder to produce. Which kind of surprises me a little. Okay, so once I have all that going, definitely can't do the satellite powered distribution system. Maybe going to the hydrogen fuel rod and thruster could be nice, because then I'd get intraplanetary, and then interplanetary will happen not too long after. Just go and yeah, no, okay, that's gonna be Oof. Purples, these don't. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna need a heck of a lot of yellows, which means I'm gonna need a heck of a lot of titanium. Beautiful. Here, I'm actually just gonna kick off that research and re-queue it back to the end. This is gonna need. It's also gonna need gravity matrix, and that just lets my things get a bit stronger. What's this gonna require? 200 yellows, and I'm gonna need a lot more yellows and a bunch of purple. Bother. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this would be a cashmere crystal. I'd have to actually check to see if the cashmere mentioned is bullish. I mean, probably is, but yeah. Future collider. Ah. Steak-like reduces antimatter and deuterium. No, that's just a recipe to more efficiently and reliably. Oh, strange matter, which is strange. Gravitational wave refraction. Oh man. Yeah. This is gonna be kind of a fun one. The space warper. Because I'll need to consume one every time I activate my warp engine, and apparently the logistics vessels for interplanetary and interstellar transit will also require it. So, counted quite a bit. Don't know why. Aha! Finally. Here's my chance. There we go. So it comes in one way and then comes out the very next tile. So that works well enough for me. I feel like I'm missing something. Saw what at the same time as me? Because I'm gonna need a lot of fuel. A lot of fuel, I realize. Power load intense. 28 megawatts of power, but holy crap, I'm using almost that much. Ooh, actually, what I probably should do is I want to make sure that I have a ray receiver, the mining machine, just kind of some various stuff. And then, basically, I can set up a remote outpost using the shared energy from the sun. Yeah. That's got plenty, that's got plenty, that's got plenty. Just kind of wanted to check up on my various reserves.
You have received the ability to sail. Double-click the space key to lift off to enter the flight mode, and keep pressing the forward direction and space keys in the flight mode, and you will enter the sailing mode when you reach a certain altitude.
Alright. I'd like to have a little bit more power built up. We'll stock a pitiful amount of this. Yeah, whatever. And then I'm also going to want to make sure that I've got the smelter with me. And that. Alright, cool. So now, aside from just having fuel for the journey, I think I'm just about ready. Sadly, my base ticked up its power consumption quite a bit, so my supply of crunchy fuel is strained. Okay. That's great. We'll give it a try.
In sailing mode, you can control the mecha go to different planets or planetary systems by following the arrows in the space navigation. Hold down the shift key to accelerate, back arrow key to slow down. You can also use the Q, R keys to hold down the right mouse button, dragging to sideward flight.
Okay. Here's 4. Everything majority's 3. Wow, I burned through a heck of a lot of fuel doing this. But yeah, space. I can, yeah, sure, I can press space to boost, but with the amount of power I burn through doing all this stuff, probably best I don't. Oh, okay. Yeah. Alright, a little bit of boost is nice because, well, I spent not too much power and freaking doubled my speed. I do actually really appreciate that, it doesn't slow you down, you know, just because you're in space. Some things do that, and I don't really understand why. You know, I can certainly really, really appreciate, though, the fact that it does take actually quite a while to get from planet to planet. So you really are just going to want to set up a remote outpost. Heck, what I might even think about doing maybe is, oh nice, an extra construction drone. I can't click on that. Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, man, with how long it takes to get from place to place, yeah. It's not only a bit more realistic, but it's also actually really good for game balance because, yeah, I'm going to want to set up as much of a base out here as I can. I'm annoyed that I keep, like drifting, and I don't know why. Oh, no, I know why. It's not that I'm drifting. It's that the planet is moving. Sail mode ends. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Construction drones fly a bit faster. Okay, a bit of titanium, I believe, due south. Oh, but there's, there's fire ice and silicon to the north. I don't know. We'll go this way. We kind of put down together.
One of your production facilities is not powered. You need to keep it within the power coverage area and supply it with power facilities in order to maintain its normal works.
Yeah, fair enough. Ah! Crap! You know what I totally forgot to make before coming all this way? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I can at least make a couple solar panels. That's good.
You have a building without recipe set. Please set the recipe you want. After selecting the recipe, you can use the less than key to copy the recipe
Titanium?
and the greater than key to paste the next building that needs to set the same recipe.
Oh, I still just can't believe I was this stupid. Out of all the things I forgot. I just happened to forget one of the most important. So that I can power my freaking base. How much can I get out of these? 360 kilowatts during the day. So as long as I can at least get equal day and night, I should be fine. Speaking of, it'll actually be day fairly soon, I think. So there's probably only a single copper vein on this entire planet. Fire ice, silicon, titanium. Yes, there's some of the water. Oh yeah, here would have actually been a really good spot to set up. It's kind of everything in smaller space. There's some iron even too. Oh, titanium, fire ice. Ah, there's copper. The entire copper vein present right there. Just gotta queue up a bunch of upgrades for me. Still, just woo. Or no, wait. I think now we're halfway through the night. Although it seems like the equator would be the best spot to set up the power system. The one I neglected to craft. Well, I'll stick around here for a little bit, just because I'd like to at least take home some of this crap. Okay. There's only half a megawatt. I could probably technically only get away with only 2 of those, but since I've got 4 of them down, plus the accumulators, yeah, I should be good through the night. So this should be a 24-hour operation now. I hope. By the by, how's the Dyson Swarm doing? Yeah, it seems like it caps out at about 600 solar cells and about 22.6 megawatts of life. Oh good. Power is finally happening. Although, yeah, this place only gets 60% of the sunlight. Well, no, maybe since I have all of these, maybe it'll be enough. Oh, okay, the lumen goes up. Oh, no, okay, I am actually able to get these things charging during the day. I think 65% is what this caps out at, yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay, it's when the miner's actually mining. Consumes a bit more, but this does mean that I should actually have plenty of power, because I can charge even when the system's going at full bore. Yay! Now, this isn't a very stable system, mind. Check here. Okay. So smelting them locally does actually make them a lot more space efficient. Good. Good. And then it's going to be 3 titanium ingots per titanium crystal I produce. Because no fun allowed, I guess. Yeesh. In fact, I guess if I really wanted to go for space efficiency, producing the crystals here would work, apart from the fact that, well, that means that I'd have to source oil and water, but I can find water. Is there even oil here? There is not. So, there's that. At the very least, I think I'll stay until I've got enough titanium to make, 80. Okay, so that's steel, titanium, and oil, so... Man, I'm really just kind of screwed on that front of the best I'm going to be able to pull from this is just titanium. What's this going to require? That's going to be 200. And keep in mind, that's just to create these Dyson Sphere components. That is not to place them. To place them, I'm going to need 1,600 more, and 1,500 purples. Because, yeah. Oh, I'm also going to need 150, because I need to get the carbon nanotube tech. Heck. There's all sorts of very lovely things. Cargo stacking, solar sail life, retransmission efficiency, yeah, 400 and 600. If I want to increase my mecha core. Ah. Why does life have to be hard? Am I burning fuel? I am burning fuel. Out of the fuel chamber. Because keep in mind, there is the core power gen that produces 80 kilowatts, which is basically nothing, but, you know, that is going to be a constant. I'm going to have to get back up into space. I did not pack enough fuel. You know, I suppose it'd be possible to theoretically get stuck, because if I got rid of all of the coal on this planet, then I don't have access to any coal fuels. This is an ice planet, so there's no life, so there's no wood or plant fuel I could get. Hello. Yeah, I'm actually kind of curious. Like, assuming I was trapped here. Oh, I wonder if that fire ice stuff I saw. I wonder if maybe I could theoretically burn that. Oh, let's go check it. I think I got lost already. Dang it. There's titanium. Okay, there's the copper vein for this planet. I think I went the wrong way. Ah, okay. Please. Stone, iron, titanium. Okay, there's fire ice over there. And I've got destruction. I really should not be using this, but I am. Okay, question. Can I burn the fire ice? I can burn the fire ice. In addition, it is apparently more efficient to craft graphene. That would be kimberlite ore. Ah. The kimberlite ore there. Oh, duh, graphene. Yeah, that nanotube stuff. Oh, and I even get some hydrogen out of processing it. Dang. Okay, so fire ice is definitely something I'll have to work to harvest from this planet. And there's also silicon here, which would be of some help. Alright. Almost back to my facility. All the goodness that's happening over there. Yes, summer zone. Let's see. Okay, rapid discharge of the accumulators. Oh yeah, I guess that would be a valid explanation. Well, except methane crystals, except I can produce graphene and hydrogen from them. So, yeah, figure that one out, I guess. Oh, you can actually break apart methane like that? I didn't actually realize. Yeah, huh. I didn't know that you could actually cleanly separate methane back into CO2 and H2O. Ah. Well, no, because isn't methane like CH4? So where's the oxygen coming out of? Although if it is CH4, then, well, carbon, graphene, and then hydrogen. Oh, okay. Okay, that's how we would make it. Yeah, carry on. I'm kind of stranded here for a little bit because I really, really want my core energy to max out first. Yeah. Neat. That is actually really, really cool. Yeah. Surprisingly, my chemistry is actually kind of weak in terms of like practical application, and yeah, we're out of power. Okay, so this thing can last halfway through the night. Fun. Out of curiosity, I can actually max up the storage on this, and then I can make one trip here every so often to hopefully actually properly set things up. Oh wow, this is 6,000, 12,000, 18,000. I think I could stack them either one or two higher. Let me check. 4 high. Okay, so I could get up to 24,000 titanium ingots. No harm in going a little crazy. It means that I can not have to travel here as often. Although, to be honest, I don't really know why I'm doing this. I can't even carry an entire storage with me. Ah, yeah. Physics and a comp sci major. Meanwhile, I have a diploma. This college is expensive, and I managed to teach myself enough crap to squeak by. Okay. Actually, one thing that actually would be really, really smart high school diploma. I graduated high school. That's my educational background. I've got a couple various certification tech certifications, A+, Network+, Linux+, but I think those have ultimately expired. Yeah, at some point I would actually kind of like to go back to college because, well, learning stuff is good. Alright, so unfortunately, if I'm reading sign up to go to Mars. Yeah, I don't think they'd actually take me, just for various reasons. Oh, oh hush. That's what we have robots for, silly. Okay, so unfortunately, the planet is heading away from me right now. So unless I want to wait for a while, yeah, crap. True, but with those 4 to 10 humans, you then have to have you have to have food and oxygen and just kind of various things, and not everybody's even cut out. Yeah. You know what? I'll just burn the rest of this wood. There's 1 plant fuel. Just open up 2 more slots. Even like electrical fuel. But electrical fuel, yes. Well, because like you know, solar would be pretty viable if not for the fact that there's weirdness. Well, there's issues with the dust, so you'd have to keep them clean en masse. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I suppose. I guess I'm thinking a bit too idealistically in regards to robotic lifting machines. Since, yeah, robotic lifting machines be able to carry far, far heavier loads, but there's not going to be as many of those. As many super heavy things you'll have to take off, and those that do can just be, forklifted. So one forklift for when you need it, and a bunch of humans for all the other times. Ah, that too. Yeah, so robots could beat people on every regard, but we'd have to put a lot of R&D to making, lower weight rated lifting machines. Yeah. Like highly inefficient in terms of like byproducts. Yeah. Well, it would thicken the atmosphere with a bunch with chemicals that wouldn't exactly really help things, wouldn't it? Because sure, you've got all that carbon dioxide and crap in the atmosphere, but you'd also still need a lot of oxygen to do that too. Well, but if you've got the increased temperature and a thickened atmosphere that can actually keep everything in, yeah, then you can go heavy with plants, just mass algae farms. And then at that point, your biggest issue really just becomes water, but that kind of ends up being a bit of a trivial thing. Yeah, the chemistry does actually kind of check out, at least from my layman's opinion. There really is a lot of waiting around in this game. Because, I've left the planet. Cool. Now, because I'm not wanting to burn through all of my energy right now, well, actually, I suppose I could afford to burn a bit more. Ah, okay. But plants don't really care about the purity of the water as much, from my understanding. So weirdly, we could actually basically use algae to ultimately end up purifying the water of Mars. What a concept. Oh no. Don't make me land on one. I need to land on two. Alright, cool. How far away am I from my facilities? A decent ways. Just gathering. Fair enough. Alright. Yeah. A crazy concept that weirdly works out. Simple and massive quote marks. Yay. Yeah. To be honest, I get the feeling that if I was confident in gene sequencing, I probably wouldn't be doing streaming. I'd probably be too busy doing that. Alright, I know I have a Wi-Fi tower around here somewhere. Yeah, fair enough. There we go. I can feel the power. Oh, I am discharging my capacitors. And whatever. I suppose it could be something that I could end up looking into. I have no idea where I'd even start. And considering that I keep calling my accumulators capacitors, I'm not entirely sure I have quite enough intellect to pull that off. But yeah, we'll just have to see, I guess. It is super nice to have these wireless charger towers. Really? Let me Google that for you, Link, huh? Genetics Basics from the CDC, huh? How do I work on genetics problems? Part 1, Mendelian genetics, and squares and stuff. Yeah, fair enough. I'll probably end up actually looking into that later today. Just kind of seeing that, because one thing I do kind of vaguely recall from actually Kurzgesagt's video on CRISPR was how they mentioned how it moved genetics experimentation from, from super high tier, only the most advanced labs, to something sufficiently dedicated enthusiasts could probably pull off in the garage. So, yeah. Who knows? Maybe I will actually end up looking into this. Oh boy. Neat. So how many of these crystals have I got now? Oh, not those blue diamonds. Titanium crystals. I almost have 80. Well, that will almost be enough to get a research in then. How does this game rate against Satisfactory and Factorio? I haven't really played quite enough of Satisfactory or this to really give a good opinion. I will say it does have its some advantages over Factorio, or disadvantages depending on how you kind of want to look at them. For one, conveyor belts are a lot easier because you can adjust the Z level of them. It's got the whole multi-planet thing, although you can do that in Factorio with mods like space exploration. There's no enemies. In fact, the only way I can think of to put yourself in a fail state would be if you manage to, well, even if you manage to basically land yourself on a planet that has no burnable resources, you still might be able to actually get some industry set up to fly back. But either way, it's a lot harder to end up in a fail state compared to Factorio. Yep, no enemies. It's just me and the sun, which is on the other side of the planet at the moment, so I can't exactly show off. Yeah, no enemies. Just me and my Dyson swarm. Yeah, so definitely probably a bit more of a bit of a casual experience in terms of that. The building system is both kind of nice and kind of you've got a bit further of a building range, but building happens with drones rather than you just putting things down. The tech tree is maybe a little bit complicated because ultimately everything depends on like everything else. This is hard dependent on thrusters, but sometimes you can end up with the research gotten, but you're still missing a dependency, so you are actually missing the materials needed to create something. But yeah, this needs graphene, and it's not actually guaranteed that you would have the graphene research. It does seem they fixed it a bit by adding basically invisible dependencies. Warzone 2100. Free and open source RTS. Interesting. Wonder how I haven't heard of it. 400 different techs. Dang, that's nice. Yeah, that seems interesting. I'll actually have to, I'll have to give it a try. Because I've been looking for a good RTS. Because I was actually trying to play StarCraft with a friend, and I wanted to do 2v2, me and my friend versus two bots. Problem with StarCraft 1 is that you cannot change their difficulty, and those bots are capable of competing against, those Korean professional competitive StarCraft players. So we were still setting up our initial tech, and we got rushed by, like 6 zealots, and there goes everything. All right, later, Brett. Oh yes. Oh yeah. That I can really, really appreciate. There we go. Open source now. Apparently it's been open source since 2004, but or are you saying you've been playing it since the 90s when it came out? Yeah, I'll really have to give that a try. Another game you might be interested in would be Colobot, Colobot. That actually had a similar story of was a privately made game, then got open sourced later. That one's actually all about you actually program various drones and stuff to do things. It's actually kind of nice. More another line of inventory. Alright, actually, what would it take? Handmade EV assembler. Because I don't feel like manufacturing all these myself. What? Oh, the assembler can make the organic crystal. Yeah. Blech. That makes me kind of grumpy. Yeah, fair enough. Mindustry. Yeah. Yeah, there's actually an old stream of that, but I might just upload whole cloth onto YouTube. All right, what's in the patch? Oh, wow, okay, just diamonds. Ooh. Nice. Yeah, I don't have it on Steam. I just, I kind of have the version on itch. Oh, there's also shapes.io, actually. That one's a lot of fun. Ah, yeah. Good. Yeah, it certainly sounds like it. I feel like you're pretty much giving me homework at this point. Here are all the games that you absolutely must check out now. And the problem is, they're all really good. Curse you. How dare you make me listen to actually decent advice. Oh, I only crafted 2. What? No, I crafted the full 6, didn't I? Oh, no, wait. Okay. That's right. It crafts up to. But yeah, I'll certainly have to give those games a try. Oh, I can definitely tell that I am definitely starting to fade here, so get the feeling I'll probably end up wrapping up fairly soon. Oh good, more inventory capacity. I was actually getting a little worried about that. Yeah. Certainly will. Yeah, now I'm starting to get yellows in. See, can I actually see the yellows in there? No, because I guess they only appear if they're actually doing stuff. Fair enough. actually a pretty decent spot. Ah. It would be a pretty decent spot. Oh, I like the way those research cubes glow. Nice. Not what I wanted. Just jump position and go up. Then go down. Yeah. Perfect. Ah. Okay, hold on. I can't see because of all the UI elements. Rely on the fact that what I'm trying to do is really not something I should be allowed to try to do. Perfect. Alright, so there's yellows, well, hooked up aside from the fact that, well, except for automatically producing them. Alright, cool. And there's half of that setup, now that it's being automatically fed diamonds. Then if I were to select this, this is so stupid, but it works. And that's what matters to me. In fact, to be honest, there's no real reason that needs to be that way. There we go. Alright, so that is everything automated except for the titanium ingots. Oh, nice. Might moves faster. What will this be? Energy circuit. rapid move speed. Ah, nice. Other comms unit. Drone engine. That's like 800. And then screw it. We'll queue that up and at least, you know, have that kind of starting. But to be honest, I am holding a lot of crap that I really don't need to be. All that stone. Probably put down a storage to put thermal power station that I'm no longer going to be using. Or I just oh, crap. Crap. I broke that now. Okay, that will work. I just have to set a filter for energetic graphite. Automatic removal of items is not affected. Interesting. You basically make it so that there's always room in a fuel slot for you to dump your own stuff in, because it pulls from the last slot first, it'll always pull your thing. Fair enough. Oh, yeah. All in all, I think I'll call it here. And then next time we're going to beef up the other lab. Definitely get that going as good as can be. And really just kind of looking at automating all kinds of stuff, because I'm gonna need to. Although, just to make sure that I cannot possibly forget, craft the receiver now. Alright. And that'll do it. So we go save game. Kind of limited power. You know what? That that name actually means a heck of a lot more. And all in all, I will see you all next time. Ta-ta!